Morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to July. It's Monday, the 1st of July. It's a misty, drizzly start this morning. It's kind of quite grey, actually, and it'll be like that for most parts today. Good news is, though, is that from about 5 or 6 o'clock this evening is the start of what's supposed to be a good week, where we'll see temperatures again kind of low 20s, but kind of generally a lot of sunshine this week. So, hey, look, we'll take it. Any sort of a summer that they give us. Sure, that's it now, lads. That's your summer gone now. I heard that about 10 times at the weekend.
Gorgeous the last few days. I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, people have been saying, that's it now. That's all we get now.
God, those people just need to get a life.
Yeah.
We've a busy show. We've got a couple of new competitions starting on the show this morning. So tune in from 7 for your chance to win some really nice prizes. We'll give you full details during the show. Some of the big stories in the papers this morning. Front page of the Irish Times. It's got a photograph of Donald Trump meeting Kim Jong-un at this historic summit, which it seems to be sort of an impromptu sort of a thing, but I don't know if that actually happens. But North Korea has hailed the historic Kim-Trump summit, says the Irish Times this morning. Also on the front page of the paper today, Air's €1 billion broadband plan has not met conditions. It looks set to be rejected by the government, says the Irish Times. They had come in with this alternative plan. They said they could deliver it for about €1 billion. And Ireland may vote against EU and South American trade deal is another big story in today's Irish Times. Ireland might vote against this landmark trade deal between the EU and a number of South American countries, with a strong backlash from Irish farmers, according to the Irish Times. And then it's all about the hurling action in the sports sections of all our papers today. Long wait over, Wexford fight with heart and hand to win Leinster title is the main headline in the sports section of the Times today. 23 points to 123 it finished up yesterday in the Leinster final between Kilkenny and Wexford. Go on, Wexford.
Same story in the Examiner this morning. State cannot block EU beef deal. Farmers discussed a treaty will see South American beef flood the market here in Ireland and in Europe. That's according to the front page of the Irish Examiner. And then on the shoulders of giants, pictures of some of the Limerick players celebrating on the field at the Gaelic grounds yesterday after a fairly surprising shock hammering of Tipperary in what was two cracking games yesterday, to be fair, for the Leinster and the Munster Championships. That's on the front page there. And house prices up outside Dublin, but the pace slows, according to the front page of the Examiner as well this morning.
Irish Indo, one of the big stories there is all about the massive scale of the challenges that face the new HSE boss, Paul Reid. So the Irish Independent has got this startling article about the truth behind Ireland's broken health service, they're saying. Dire warnings over patient safety, a crisis in funding, staff shortages and bullying as well, all part and some of the challenges facing Paul Reid as he takes up his position. And Varadkar won't rule out backing trade deal despite farmers' flack. More on that story that Andrew just mentioned in the Irish Independent this morning.
The Mail then says the Dáil must stop vaccine myths, insists Harris. Simon Harris will lay down the gauntlet to TDs by demanding that they support a vote to champion the increased uptake of life-saving vaccines and play down the anti-vaxxers, according to the front page of the Mail this morning. And worth the 14-year wait, Kylie's tearful comeback at Glastonbury over the weekend yesterday. She apparently had a really good show, and I watched some of Glastonbury on Saturday. Who did I see? I saw Sheryl Crow, I saw Stormzy. That's all I can remember watching.
Hosier played as well, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, that's all I can remember seeing at the weekend.
Yeah, that Kylie stuff is all over social media as well today. I didn't see it now, but apparently she was very emotional. I can't believe that's 14 years since she got diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
Goodness. So great to see her and looking great as always as well. A lot of people talking about that on Twitter this morning as well. Glastonbury, a lot of discussion about that. Did you see the story about Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas's second wedding? They're in France now to get married. Did you see the Diplo story?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
So Diplo, who they must be friends with or whatever, they've confiscated his phone. Joe and Sophie have confiscated Diplo's phone for the French wedding because when they got married in Vegas, he was at it and he live streamed it. Is that the kind of person you probably wouldn't invite to the next wedding? You'd be like, you can feck off now after that. Yeah, he's live streamed their very kind of impromptu, like the summit, secret wedding. So he's still invited, but they've taken his phone away. He might have two phones, I think.
Probably,
like
probably does,
So I saw a few people talking about that online as well. Obviously, the hurling matches are trending with a fantastic win for Wexford, and their minors won as well, which was great news. And also Limerick, and some people saying that it was the best display of hurling in a Munster final in years by Limerick. What do you think of that?
I didn't see it.
Okay,
I
heard it on the radio. Yeah. So a lot of people talking about how good Limerick were as well, and chatting about that on Twitter this morning.
Yeah, I have this kind of ritual where I will sit down out today and I'll watch the Sunday game proper, but because I saw on none of the match. I'll actually sit and watch the full game proper today because I saw none of it. But I watched the Wexford Kilkenny game, right? But yeah, by all accounts, cracking game. The Cure are training this morning. They kind of closed out Glastonbury last night, and some of the reviews this morning are outstanding for the Cure. Apparently they were excellent. That was last night. Top Gear's training is on this morning, the latest episode. People giving some very positive feedback on that. I haven't seen the new series.
Is Matt LeBlanc still in that?
No, it's your man Chris, whatever his surname is. It's Paddy McGuinness and Freddie Flintoff.
I like Freddie. I don't know about the rest of that now.
And then We Stand With Taylor is training this morning. So Taylor Swift's former record label, who she just left, they've just been taken over by a guy who she alleges bullied her. And now he owns her entire back catalogue of music. She owns none of it.
It's that guy, Scooter, isn't it?
Yeah, Scooter Braun, yeah. So she alleges that he bullied her, and now he owns all her music, and she can do nothing about it. She's now with Universal, so she has more rights with her music, but her previous stuff, he now owns all that.
I saw his wife weighed in on this. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw something about her
really weird
tweeting in his defence, but I don't know what she said.
It was
I didn't
vicious,
see it.
And
she tore into Taylor, did she?
Yeah, and I was like, God, if you're trying to end that feud or get things improve the relationship, his wife did not help at all. She's like, I normally stay quiet on social media, but if you mess with my fella, kind of
come on!
Yeah, it was pretty vicious. As some sad news over the weekend, if you're a Fair City fan, you probably saw this, but the actor Tom Jordan has passed away. He's played Charlie Kelly on Fair City since the very first episode. So he was in his 80s, he's passed away, and I haven't watched Fair City. I've seen little bits of it in quite a while, but he's still in it, I think.
Okay.
I think. He was certainly part of plans for the future for Fair City. So if he was gone out of it for a while, they were hoping he was going to be back in it. So that's some sad news. If you're watching Love Island as well, Maura is starting to kind of make her moves on some new guy called Denon.
Oh, he's the soccer player fella, yeah.
Yeah, I saw them snogging.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, photo. Only a photo now. I wouldn't watch a video of them snogging. That would be inappropriate. And so that's about it of what's going on in the world this morning. They're the big things people are talking about.
We have €180 from for Who's for Breakfast, with thanks to Moriarty Centra and Central Car Sales. We have a brand new competition starting this morning. We'll give you full details on that. It's to celebrate our 29th birthday. And we are going to continue giving away some lovely prizes with thanks to the Gleneagle Group as well. So there's loads happening on the show this morning.
So we're live in a couple of minutes here on Radio Kerry. Do join us for that. I hope you have a great Monday, whatever you get up to, and we'll talk to you later.
Enjoy. Good luck.
Bye.